We're here at the Maine Historical Society with Jamie Rice, the Director of Collections and Research, and we're talking about this week in Maine's history.
So today we've pulled out an example of one of Maine's earliest newspapers, and on March 23rd in 1787, the publisher of the Cumberland Gazette, which is one of Maine's earliest newspapers, publishes a little sort of op-ed piece where Samuel Thompson wrote to notify the inhabitants that the 3 eastern counties and the medium of the Cumberland Gazette, that the General Court for Separation, considering the peculiar embarrassments of government and the alarming, distressed situation of the western counties, have not preferred said petition. So essentially, this is just a long way of saying is that despite the fact that the western counties of Maine would like to entertain separation from Massachusetts, the eastern counties have ignored their distress and aren't going to put it forward. Kind of a snarky little remark that about the two Maines, which is still an ongoing discussion.
Ongoing
right?
thing.
Just
but
in
now
this case,
more,
east and west.
Yeah, before it seems like it was east and west, now it's more north and south.
North and south. The inland economy and the coastal economy had, in general, a difference of opinion about separation. In order to go to court, you had to go down to Boston. In order to get anything done, you had to deal with Massachusetts. And for the rural communities, it's difficult. Certainly for the coastal communities, it's easier to go by sea, and also the economic relationship between the coastal communities and Massachusetts. The Cumberland Gazette is the follow-up to the Falmouth Gazette. The Falmouth Gazette is Maine's first newspaper. It was printed in Portland starting in 1785. And when Portland separated from Falmouth in 1786, the paper changed its name to the Cumberland Gazette.
Now, I noticed in the text, too, that where an S is intended, it's printed as an F.
Yeah, so you see that in the early text. So it can make it a little hard to read, but it's an S. And so in the printing of the text, but the F also looks like the F. So preferred and said petition, you can see is an F for said. So it's a traditional printing style indicative of this period. You can see that the quality of the paper is really nice. You can go ahead and touch that. It has a lot of cotton in it, so it's like it's a rag paper. And there's snippets of world news and local news. John Adams at his shop on Marlborough in Boston. So some advertisements. The advertisements are always the best part.
Why do you say the advertisements are always the best part?
I always like to see what they like. Sometimes you can see some pretty unique hair loss remedies or other things like this one. He's some dry goods.
Choice pork, wheat, and rye. Flour, Indian rye, and wheat corn together with a general assortment, or would that be assortment?
That's assortment.
Assortment of English and well India goods to be sold cheap for cash.
So even some basic things that you would buy now, and a few bushels of seed wheat for sale. So he's
for sale.
For sale.